Hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy M.K.S here, back in our video. Hope you're well wherever you are. And as ever, I'd love to hear your comments or read your comments. Um, yeah, I hope you check out. I hope you enjoy this video, and yeah, please let me know what you think. And I really appreciate your support. Share the video, or like the video, and things like that, or both. Anyway, so I'll try not to waffle as I often say, but this is obviously part two of my imagination, my dyslexic imagination of Genoa FC becoming, or Genoa Calcio becoming the next or the new Galacticos. So yeah, here goes. So as I say, this is continuing on from part one. Please check it out if you haven't already done so. And here goes. So number 11, I would love to see. Part of me would love to see like the entrepreneur Grant Cardone, whose surname I believe is of Italian origin. So I think it would be quite interesting. Although because I think his company is called the Cardone Zone, I think part of me would think it would be quite interesting. Part of me thinks it would be quite interesting if he would invest in Cagliari, but another part of me thinks it would be quite interesting if he invested in Genoa or had shares in Genoa. Number 12, also Gary Vaynerchuk, or Gary V for short, an entrepreneur who gives some, just like Grant Cardone, I suppose, and other motivational speakers, give some difficult lessons for people to work on to improve their lives, especially in business and things like that. So, yeah, it's probably lessons we don't want to hear, but that can improve. But yeah, but I know that one of his goals is like to run an I've nearly said an NHS team, an NFL team in America. But I'd love to get him interested in football or soccer and give him a challenge to learn about Calcio, Italian football, and to invest in Genoa. Hopefully, I think that'd be pretty cool and interesting. Number 13, I know my ideas are a bit naive and probably a bit dreamlike and dream-driven and that sort of thing. And part of me does have some doubts about whether I should share them, because I probably sound really crazy, I know, but I suppose I am anyway, so people might as well know. But yeah, part of me does think maybe I'm being too naive, and their pipe dreams, or that these people, part of me thinks, why would they want to invest, although it would be good perhaps for their PR. And I suppose if you look at any reason why people, maybe Genoa itself could look at any reason why people invest in football, soccer again, or Calcio or footy or whatever you want to call it, like with Man City, Chelsea and others, why do those people invest? So it's possibly for their PR or to raise their profile even further, and that sort of thing. So yeah, as challenging as it is, I hope to at least share the ideas and see how they can develop in spite of the challenges I might face, and Genoa itself might face. Sorry, and so, part of me does think also, even if we do get the investment, it will take a while for that to formulate into success on the pitch or trophies and things like that, which I hope to see. But hopefully, it won't take as long as I fear, and hopefully, it'll be a lot better than I anticipate. Number 14, I hope that Genoa will solve problems around the world like global warming and natural disasters, or at least, even if it can't prevent them, at least hopefully it will help those who go through them and tackle poverty and things like that around the world, and possibly as a result be exempted from taxes and also from rules like financial fair play. Hopefully they'll find a way around it to say that if they're involved in football for good, I hope, or like if Italian teams are involved in football for good, and as well as Celtic, hopefully they can get exemptions from financial fair play and be allowed to have more investment. And one solution, as often mentioned, could be like tax exemptions and things like that. And as I probably mentioned in part one, like even if they could put their taxes like legally, as I often say, hide their wealth. I suppose by default, by definition, if you hide something, but if there's a way that they could mitigate, or whatever the word is, or minimise their tax burden, and like any other costs, like in case of divorces or things like that, or even some business costs, if there is a way, especially as I said before, like if Geneva invests and things like that. Moving on, number 15. I think it'd be interesting to hear from Genoa fans about what your goals are, if any Genoa fans watch this, which hopefully you will. Hopefully they will. So if you are watching, yeah, I'd love to know what your thoughts are and what your dreams would be and what your goals would be. And I think it'd be cool if these things came true even quicker than I thought, and like I saw Genoa winning trophies in Europe and internationally, even possibly even like, well, hopefully even like the World Club Cup and the Super Cup and things like that. Number 16, I'd love to see how it could go, how it could develop and things like that, and who could invest. And again, maybe Genoa could look at ways to invite potential investors to Genoa to see how they would invest. Number 17, yeah, hopefully it can exceed my wildest dreams and like have probably one of the best teams to ever exist. I think that'd be pretty cool. If not the best team, perhaps like best possible goalkeepers, defenders, midfielders, and strikers, like in one team. Like so, even sub players as well. So even if they come off the bench, so having the best possible 11 to 22 players in the world, perhaps. But also developing younger players as well. I think would be pretty cool. Let's say if I could exceed my expectation, find a way to attract investors into Genoa and raise their profile. And again, people could do it as part of their PR and things like that. And maybe Italians themselves could invest in Genoa, general fans of Italian football. Number 18, hopefully, again, they can do football for good, where they tackle poverty and help disadvantaged communities generally around the world, including especially in developing countries. And again, hopefully it'll be like to a mutual benefit. So it'll benefit the club through the club itself having increased PR as well as its investors and sponsors and shareholders and that sort of thing. Of course, shareholders are investors, I suppose. But number 19, that includes like supporting Indigenous Africans and Australasians to get into software development. And number 20, also into STEM generally. And again, hopefully Genoa can have the best possible coaches and older people will be able to train some of the younger people to develop them. And yeah, companies could sponsor like opportunities and coaches to come to Genoa and coach from around the world, the best possible coaches. And yeah, I think like older Genoans, if that's the right word, older people of Genoa could train some of the younger people about all the things they know about football, so pass on those skills and knowledge, sorry, and also like improve diets and training and that sort of thing to get people more fitter, so they could, in the future hopefully they'll be the best possible footballers they can be. And I am out. Peace out.